Yo, what is good, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to another Knicks Media live stream. It is the NBA trade deadline day. We have more news to talk about. The New York Knicks are interested in Bojan. They are one of the teams reaching out to bring him in potentially before the 3 p.m. trade deadline. We saw last night the Knicks make a move. We brought in Josh Hart, reuniting with his fellow former teammate in college, Jalen frickin' Brunson. We saw Brunson's reaction. He is very excited. Knicks fans should be excited as well. But we know when that Knicks made the move last night that they opened up a couple roster spots, and there are some opportunities for the Knicks to make more trades. So in this live stream, I want to give you guys my thoughts of this report from SNY saying that the New York Knicks are reportedly among the teams with interest in Bojan ahead of today's trade deadline. So I think that would be a big time move if the Knicks were able to go out there and get Bojan for a lot of reasons. He is averaging over 20 points per game. He's a savvy veteran. He knows how to play with young players. He's a sniper. I don't know. If you bring in Bojan, I don't know what exactly we would have to give up, but that really tells me that the Knicks are going in this year. That tells me that the Knicks are going to do everything that they can to make a deep playoff run because you add Josh Hart, which is a big upgrade, big time boost to this team already. But then you add in Bojan to that mix as well, then we're really talking about a deep team that has depth, that has talent, that has the ability to get over that next hump of making the playoffs, hopefully, and making a push. So I want to get your guys' thoughts about Bojan. And, of course, there's other rumors out there about OG and Obi Toppin if he's going to be moved. Other guys, of course, and then we all know we got to talk about NBA news, right, outside of the Knicks. What a freaking trade. Freaking over the night. Kevin Durant going to the Phoenix Suns. Mikal Bridges coming to Brooklyn. I'm sure he wishes he was on the Knicks because it could have been a Villanova reunion for that championship team. But whoa, what a freaking trade. That came out of I kind of expected KD to get traded, but not when I woke up this morning. Definitely didn't expect to check my phone and say, oh, Kevin Durant is a Phoenix Sun. That is wild. So goodbye, Kevin Durant. Goodbye, Kyrie Irving. Thanks for nothing in Brooklyn. Us Knicks fans appreciate you guys pretty much throwing that franchise in a disaster. But let's talk about the Knicks because I want to get your guys' thoughts in the chat right now about this rumor that the New York Knicks are reportedly one of the teams interested. And I want to also read the article with you guys so we can get a better understanding of what this report is saying. So let's get into that real quick. Let me just share my screen so we can get into the article. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Thursday afternoon. Let's go, baby. All right. Here is the report from SNY. And here's the article. Let's get into it. Knicks NBA trade deadline buzz. Knicks interested in Bojan. So, the Knicks are among the teams with interest in Detroit Pistons forward Bojan Bogdanovic. Reports from The Athletic, who noted that the LA Lakers and Milwaukee Bucks are also interested. The 33-year-old signed an extension with the Pistons last October that runs through the 24-25 season. He will earn $20 million in 2023-24 and a shade over $19 million in 2024 and 25. In 53 games with the Pistons, Bogdanovic is averaging a career-high 21.3 points per game. So that is the report. The other report was yesterday, according to SNY's NBA insider Ian Begley. The Knicks and Portland Trailblazers have touched base on a Cam Reddish deal. Well, guess what? That deal is already done. So that's a little outdated. But this one is interesting because if the Knicks are one of the team interested in Bojan, I would have to assume that there's other guys out there that they're interested in bringing in as well besides Bojan. So I would be all in on Bojan. I don't know what exactly you have to give up. He is signed for the next 2 seasons, so you might have to give up some draft capital. I'm hoping that we can include someone like Fournier in the deal because if the Knicks were able to offload the players that are out of the rotation like they did with Cam Reddish for Josh Hart, and maybe they can do that with Fournier and Derrick Rose, maybe they might have to include somebody else plus some picks, I would be all in. I don't think that it's guaranteed, though, because Bojan can definitely be on the move to LA or the Milwaukee Bucks, no doubt about it. But I definitely want to go live just a little bit because I also want to go live after the deadline to talk about any moves that the Knicks do make hypothetically. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the chat right now. Hit that thumbs up on your way into the show, everybody. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Thursday. It's going to be a crazy, crazy NBA trade deadline throughout the rest of the day. There's already a lot of rumors, already big-time trades happening. More importantly, the headliners is Kyrie Irving to the Dallas Mavericks, Kevin Durant going to the Phoenix Suns, Josh Hart coming to the New York Knicks. What else is next? And Jets, what's up, man? He says, Richie, do you feel like the Knicks can win multiple series against any team, any of the teams in front of us? I say no, and we should be sellers. Keep acquiring picks. Listen, man, the Knicks have enough picks, and I think that I feel confident where the Knicks can be buyers at the deadline. I don't think that means we should sacrifice our entire future, but we have an all-star Julius Randle. Jalen Brunson should be an all-star. And I think that we're ready to win. Now, can I say with a straight face that we can go all the way in the Eastern Conference and make the Eastern Conference Finals or anything? No, I don't think that will happen. But I think that this Knicks team is a couple of big-time pieces away, like a sniper like Bojan. You already added Josh Hart. Maybe you get a guy like OG. I don't know what the moves are, but I do like this team right now to be buyers at the deadline. I don't think they're going to be sellers at all. We have enough picks. We just gave up one of our picks this year for Josh Hart. We still have a lot of picks in the future to acquire a star. I think that it's time for us to be aggressive. And you never know. We beat the Boston Celtics in a regular season game. We beat the Sixers in a game. We beat the Heat in the game. Throughout the regular season, we were competitive against the Bucks. So we are still a few pieces away, guaranteed. But I do think that this Knicks team is in a good situation to add some players, to add to the rotation, to help us make a run in the playoffs, because this team is ready to go. I mean, we're a veteran team filled with youthful talent that's ready to go and win basketball games right now. Are we missing that lucrative superstar to make us an NBA championship contender? Yes, you can definitely say that. But at the end of the day, man, I think that this Knicks team has to do whatever it takes to improve their roster by 3 p.m. They did it yesterday. That Josh Hart trade is really awesome. And I think Knicks fans are really excited, or at least should be excited, about the move that they made last night to acquire Josh Hart. The next question is, who is going to be the next player? Is it Bojan? Is it OG? Is it somebody else that we're not thinking of? I don't think it's Zach LaVine. I don't know. Who else could it be? Not all the way. The East is built. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that the Knicks can go all the way in the East. I'm not saying that. But what I do want to see from the Knicks this season is, number one, make the playoffs. And when I say make the playoffs, I mean if they are a play-in team, you win the play-in tournament and you get in the damn postseason. And then in the postseason, I want them to be competitive. At least go in the first round to game 6 or 7, if not win the damn series. Get into the second round. Be competitive. Show that we are a team. Julius Randle, another all-star season. He needs to step up in the playoffs. That's another thing about Randle. We're all excited about the resurgence of Julius Randle, but what we remember from his all-star season 2 years ago was what? He fell apart in the playoffs. So that's going to be a big thing about Julius Randle. Jalen Brunson's performance in the playoffs. We saw him be able to do it with the Mavericks last season. RJ Barrett needs to step up in the playoffs. But first, we need to make it to the postseason, right? I think Josh Hart is going to be a big impact for rebounding, for defense, for shooting, and as a role player. But my expectations for the rest of the season, guys, is make a push for that 6 seed, right? We want to avoid the play-in tournament as much as possible, and then be able to make some noise. Go deep in the postseason. When I say go deep, I mean take the first round to game 5, to game 6, to game 7. Get into the second round, right? I think that'll be successful. And I know that nothing really is a successful season besides an NBA championship. But for Knicks fans, I think we can all understand that if we make the postseason, we make some noise. It's going to sting if we lose in the postseason, but it'll still be a success. So we will see. Crowder to the Bucks. Did that just happen? Because I know Crowder was included in that KD trade. That's the thing, man. The NBA trade deadline is wild. The Lakers are trading Thomas Bryant to the Nuggets. Okay, Lakers making another move. Richard Jefferson tweeted yesterday, Josh Hart, in my opinion, is a piece that can help you get into the second round. Okay. All of a sudden, Richard Jefferson is like the Knicks fan. He used to be the biggest hater. Yeah, so right now on Twitter, I'm not seeing anything as of late. I tweeted out on Twitter to Knicks fans, if you'd want Bojan. I got a couple people saying yes, as long as Obi isn't in it. All right, so we will see if the Knicks actually pull off this trade. I think if they got Bojan, That's definitely going to push Grimes to the bench. And then think of the rotation. I mean, you have to assume that we're going to give up some player. And who is that player? Is it Obi? Is it Deuce? Is it Fournier? Is it D Rose? I don't know, but could it be Fournier, D Rose, and some picks to offload the salary? And a rotation could be Brunson, RJ, Bojan, Randall, Mitchell Robinson when healthy off the bench, quickly Grimes, Hart. Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, I'm down. The East is looking younger than ever. They have time. Hawks, Celtics, Heat, Cavs rivalry will be great for many seasons to come. Yes, sir. We do need playoff experience, though. I understand making a push this year. Just don't mortgage the future. Yeah, exactly. We definitely don't want to mortgage the future all in this season. But we do have some assets that we really can be aggressive with without mortgaging the future, which is a good thing. That's the beautiful thing that Leon Rose has done with this team is he has been able to acquire a bunch of capital to be able to allocate it out and be able to spread the wealth around. But we will see if the Knicks are going to be able to do that, because I can't tell you guys with a straight face that the Knicks are going to be able to go out there, make a move, and make a push in the postseason. I know that that's not a lot easier said than done, and I get all that. I get all that. Jalen to the All-Star game to replace Brown. I sure hope so. I do everything in my power to keep Obi as much as I love Randall. I know, man. I want to keep Obi too, man. I just don't know if it's gonna be. I don't think they're gonna keep Obi. I don't think they're gonna keep Obi. But another thing that we got to keep an eye on for. So the Brooklyn Nets made a trade with the Phoenix Suns. Mikal Bridges is now on the Suns, and apparently there's some teams inquiring the Brooklyn Nets on Mikal Bridges now. That is someone I would love to trade for. Can you imagine we bring back the Villanova championship team? We got Josh Hart, we got Brunson, we bring in Mikal Bridges. Bro, that is unreal. The Memphis Grizzlies are the team that is interested in Bridges, but I don't know if the Nets and the Knicks will be able to work out a trade. We'll see about that. That's my pipe dream. If there was a player I'd prefer right now, it's go after Mikal Bridges. Get him to the Knicks because I want the Nova unit. Can you imagine that? Can you freaking imagine that? $5 from Ant Jets 82. Thanks, Richie. Keep up the great work. Thank you, my man. I really do appreciate you tuning in to all my Knicks content, my Jets content. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you for the $5. Really does help out the channel a ton, my man. Thank you. Pacers just got Jordan. No way. I mean, bro, the trades are just going left and right. I can't keep up. Your boy can't keep up with all these trades right now. Sheesh. What is going on? All right. I'm looking at Shams right here. Indiana is acquiring Bucks, Jordan. All right. There's a lot of activity going on, man. There could be a trade. There could be a Knicks trade announced any second, to be honest. There could be a Knicks trade announced like any moment. So we'll see if that does happen or not. Thank you again to Ant Jets for the $5 super chat. Thomas Bryant to the Nuggets. Yep, I saw that as well. This is going to be wild, man. The Eastern I mean, listen, the Brooklyn Nets definitely got worse, even though Cam Thomas is playing out of his freaking mind. But I'm hopeful that the Brooklyn Nets will kind of decline so the Knicks can kind of – I'm going to look at the standings real quick. So the Knicks are 3 games behind the Nets. So, and the Nets are on a 2-game losing streak. The Knicks are on a 2-game win streak. I'd love to see the Brooklyn Nets plummet because if they do and the Knicks can leapfrog them, that's big for the playoffs. That is so big if the Brooklyn Nets plummet. And I feel like they will. I mean, they don't have Kyrie Irving. They don't have Kevin Durant. I know they added Spencer Dinwiddie. I don't think they're going to keep Mikal Bridges. I feel like they're just trying to get as much assets as possible to build this team for the future. And I know that they have some talent on the Nets team, but I'd love to see that team plummet. We're also only a half a game behind the Miami Heat. So the Knicks are right in the thick of things in the Eastern Conference playoffs, guys. It's just a matter of if they're going to be able to pull it off or not. So we will see. Guys, if there's any breaking news regarding the New York Knicks, I'm going to go live for it here on the channel. So make sure you guys hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel as well. And I'm excited, man. I'm going to go live kind of before the deadline, leading up to it, like an hour before, so we can really break down all the latest news. But in this stream, I want to dedicate it to Bojan and really give you guys my thoughts of the Knicks being interested in him. But don't you guys worry, I'll be live and making some content later today. So I'm going to wrap up the show here, guys. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys in a couple of hours. Hopefully the Knicks make a big-time move. If they do make a move, I will be live right when it happens. Thank you guys all for tuning in to the channel. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out. Let's go Knicks, and I'll catch you guys in a couple hours or in a couple minutes if I end the stream and they just make a move out of nowhere, right? I'll see you guys soon. Let's freaking go. Peace.